spend an hour having fun. Bless you all for joining me, watching my work create debris, clean it all up. I surely could. With my wife nearby, I probably should. The world of Wayne is streaming live, models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get cranky. Let's get cranky. I fit a dozen lenses to help me see, make a funny face with a gray goatee, measuring with my head as you do. I make mistakes so you don't have to. The little world of Wayne is streaming live, models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. I've got two dachshunds who love to bark and a resin cube around a shark. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I hope you love my new anthem. The world of Wayne is streaming live, models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic.
I do love that. I love I can mention a film like Airplane 2 and then the quotes start. I can listen to the quotes all day. Do you know what it's like to just laugh and laugh and laugh? Oh, bless. Well done, Benjamin. You started everyone off. You had Airplane. You had it right. You just had the wrong. Yeah, it was number one. That was number two. That was number two in the court scene. I wanted to do something abstract. We did it on the member stream where I just did the padlock from Raiders of the Lost Ark at the very end, padlocking the box up before it gets wheeled into the warehouse. I thought that was a bit of a challenge. I thought I'll do a bit of a challenge tonight. As a matter of fact, talking about a challenge, I thought we'll have a look at this. This was actually bought for me by one of you viewers a few years ago, and I hadn't opened it. And I've been playing. No, I can't say that word. I've been amusing myself. I've been amusing myself with this. I thought I'd try some of these things out on you. They're not questions as such. They're like challenges. I'll explain that shortly. But tonight I've wrote a sticky list. I've got a sticky list. Which, oh my god, this has got off the rails already. Okay, look, I had a migraine this morning, so I did have one of his sumatriptans. It wasn't a bad migraine, but I've still got lingering effects. So I'm cancelling the effects with a Coca-Cola tonight. A Coca-Cola here with a little kicker in it. So don't be surprised if this goes completely off the rails tonight. Okay. Where do we start? Let's start with I need to thank Benjamin. Ben, actually. It was you sent me an email. You sent me an email about a new build that's coming out soon. Now, I believe this has already been announced in America. I think it's shortly going to get announced in the UK because people are getting emails, which is weird. I don't know. I can't be sure of that. But also, it's probably the worst kept secret in the history of worst kept secrets because it's already been announced in all the European territories. So that is basically what I'm guessing here. They're not making reference to it, but I'm guessing it's Sauron. From the shadows of Mordor to the peaks of the Misty Mountains. This is Fanhome. For decades, the world of Tolkien has captivated millions. The epic battles, the mythical lands, the darkness and the light that defined a generation. So the shadows are drawing closer. Visit Fanhome. But I'm guessing this email that they're sending to people is referencing the Sauron build, which the rest of the world seems to already know about. So I don't know. So that's a new build from Fan Home. I believe there's going to be a few new build announcements in the next few months to this side of Christmas, which is weird because normally when you get build announcements, it's normally between January and May, I sort of find. This year, I can see it being the end of the year, which is a little bit weird. Now, I've wrote a list of dates for the calendar because they're all over the place. So the first one, next Thursday's live stream. I am here. I'm not going to be on my own though. Okay. Now, if you think this stream's going to be crazy tonight, next week's stream's going to be even more crazy. I'm being joined by my good buddy and brother, Russell. Now, you've probably met Russell before because he's been on a live stream before. He used to work with me back in the day in Blockbuster Video. This is me in Sorrento. With my good friend Russell. He's going to be joining us. So we're going to be talking about everything 80s and stuff, and probably about our old adventures like this one here, where we were on the Star Trek experience in the Hilton. That's probably the only time in that Star Trek experience that I was kind of sober. The rest of the time, I was completely whammed on Warp Core Breach rums. So, but that's cool. But Russell's coming to join me, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a fun old stream, I tell you. But that's that. Also, on the 5th and the 6th of September, okay, 5th and 6th of September, I am going to be at the For the Love of Retro event here. Now, this is in Telford, where they have the Scale Model World show. And some of the guests here are absolutely brilliant. Now, I want to go and see these two, Ariana Richards and Joseph Mazzello, obviously for Jurassic Park. They've just announced Ade Edmondson, which I think is pretty cool. But some of these guests here, look, we've got the Breaking Bad duo there. We've got Heather Locklear, Jenny Garth, Tori Spelling. This is the 90210 crowd. This is the press gang. Do you remember that? Lindsay Wagner, Morgan Fairchild, Jane Seymour, if you're a Bond fan. Tia Carreri, is that how you pronounce her name? Vernon Wells, Steve Burkoff, Tate Donovan, Space Camp and Hercules and all those sorts of things. Patsy Kensit. It's going to be a fun... Look, even Gizmo's going to be there. So, that is the list of everyone that's going to be at Telford for the Love of Retro. And obviously, being in a retro room here, I can't wait. That's going to be an absolutely brilliant event. So that's where I'm going to be on that weekend. And let me just shut that down a second while I bring this back up. Because on the 25th of September... to the 3rd of October, and I've got a question that I'm going to want to ask you peeps at the moment, okay? 25th of September to the 3rd of October, we have this.
It's time to launch the Spruverse Challenge. Say hi to Lou, Wayne, and Phil. Grab a brew and some glue and let's build something.
You've got to love the graphics. You've got to love the graphics. Okay, now I'm going to start a poll here. Answer view. Right, okay, so I'm going to start a poll, right? Now, do you want to know what we will be building before we start building it? Question mark. Or do you want to be surprised at the time of it going live, if you like? So I've started a poll because I'm interested to know, because obviously me, Phil and Lou, we're all going to get together and bang heads and all of that. But you're going to see a lot of promotion for this now because it's going to be an awesome event. I absolutely cannot wait for this. And that's going to be the end of September. It's coming up really, really quickly. So it's going to be great. But we're all going to LA. So it's going to be fun. Hence why we are lost in LA, which is cool. Now, on the 23rd to the 25th of October, I am actually a creator this year. They finally acknowledge me again at MCM Comic Con. So if you do go to MCM Comic Con London, I'm going to be there from those dates, from the 23rd to the 26th. And I'm going to be in the Creator Lounge probably, but you'll see me around probably filming and making content. So that's going to be a fun event. This is actually this isn't kind of... The only CGI bit is the dinosaur. Everything else you see in that picture is in my garden. That isn't CGI. I've just got these weird exotic plants. Talking about that, if anyone's seen The Edge of Oak Street, brilliant film, or The End of Oak Street, whatever it's called. Brilliant film. Absolutely brilliant. Kind of like Jurassic Park, but a lot more violent. which is crazy. It's like a 12A. But what I found interesting in the film is in the UK, we have the BBFC, which is the British Board of Film Classification card come up, which tells you if a film is going to be U, PG, 15, 12A. Just like your Americans would have restricted or, you know, I don't know what the grading systems are in America. For this film, it was they had the Irish cards, which was weird, which didn't make sense. So they're playing a UK film, but showing Irish cards on the screen. I didn't get that. Didn't get that at all. 7th to the 8th of November, I'm going to be at the IPMS Scale Model World Show. That's the Telford show that I'm at every year. Looking forward to that, where they're going to be drawing the Agora Models Diorama competition. So if you want to see me or any of the crew from Agora or anything, we're there 7th and 8th of November. Will's going to be there as well, I believe. I'm sure Ian might be turning up this year as well. Sunday so the Christmas quiz this year. Now, I normally have it on the last Thursday before Christmas, but I can't do that. Why? Because I'm in a log cabin in Scotland, so that can't happen. So I was thinking we'd do the Christmas quiz on either Sunday the 20th or Tuesday the 22nd of December. I know that's probably going to interfere with your stream, but we'll figure out something. But that's the only days really, Sunday or the Tuesday, or possibly Wednesday the 23rd. But that's really close to Christmas, so have a think about that. On the 26th to the 6th of March next year, I know I'm getting it in now, just so you know, I'm away to an exotic place, somewhere I've never been before, which is going to be interesting. So I'm not here then. And then on the 13th to the 14th of March, we've got the Spacecraft Model Show 2, Electric Boogaloo. So that's the first one that we had in Bicester. This one's going to be in Northampton, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. So looking forward to that. You know what? Let me just refresh this. I've created a poll, but it's off the screen on this chat thing, so I can't actually see the results. Let me have a look at this one here. Let's see if I can see it. 56% of you want to know. That's interesting. No one said no. Is that right? I don't know. 56%. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to have to leave. Can I end the poll? I can't end the poll. So that's going to just be here to the end of the stream, I guess. Oh, yeah. End poll. 42% no. God, it's a balance. Perhaps we do keep it secret then. I was kind of thinking that we announce what we're going to be doing, because if we are building something which other people can get, perhaps other people might want to build alongside us, which is why I said, do you want to know? Because it gives you time to get whatever we're building. I'm being so cryptic, I'm sorry. But that was my thinking of it. Okay. Let me I don't know what I've done. Oh. Okay, so can I close that? Yeah, cool. Right, I'm going to try and get back to chat. Now, first off, we've got a birthday. We've got Simon Kavanagh. It's your birthday on Sunday. I believe you said you're 57. Is that right? Is that right? Well, happy birthday for Sunday. And we do have a special birthday on Wednesday. On Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Hang on, stand by. I need to get my calendar out. Hang on. I think it's Wednesday. We've got a special birthday on Tuesday. We've got a special birthday on Tuesday. And that is Mr. Sprueverse himself, Phil. So, Phil, if you're watching this, happy birthday for Tuesday. The card's in the post, so hopefully you get that in time for your birthday. But it's your birthday on Tuesday. Okay, I'm going to try and go back to chat now. I think I'm finished. Let's turn that off there. Let's say hello to Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Now, Adam was saying earlier on, and I don't know where you said it, Adam, and I said, watch the stream. Hang on, where is it? No, I can't find your comment. But basically you said, when am I getting on with the Toyota Supra? Oh, here we go. You said, when am I getting on with the Toyota Supra or the Megazord? Well, I was looking at what I can build tomorrow, and I've already made tomorrow's video. Unfortunately, I can't release tomorrow's video yet because it's not ready to be released, if that makes sense. You have to wait patiently. But that video's already done that I wanted to release tomorrow. I think that's going to go out next week. So tomorrow, I'm either going to be building the Megazord, or, because I realised I'm not going to be able to do the Megazord in one marathon session, there's too much to do, or the Toyota Supra. So it might be the Toyota Supra, because I've got like 5 packs of that to do. I do have the SAS Jeep that I was going to do this week, but I ended up doing the build that I can't release this week that's going out next week. That makes no sense. I'm hearing that back in my head and thinking, nah, that's not that doesn't make any sense. Steve, thank you for gifting memberships. You gifted memberships to Mac Creative, Craig Simflord, Jeff J, Lee Durrant, and Tall Aaron. That's very much appreciated. Ian, the stuff that I showed last week on the stream, which you sent me, the fish and stuff, that's going to be included in a video that I've done, which I can't release this week. So there you go. Bar Weep Grap Weep Mini Bong. Will you go see Transformers the movie in cinema, Wayne? Sadly, I'm not sure. No, I probably won't. No. If anyone was wondering what those little marks are, some people have got symbol, not the emoji symbols, but symbols next to their writing. Normally, it means it's been translated. Now, Matthias said he's off to Japan when I'm doing the Spruverse challenge, so I wrote something in Japanese to him, and it automatically translated it. And Steve noticed that when he typed Kraken, it translated it to cracking. I'm not doing that. That's a YouTube thing. That's a YouTube thing. And another thing with YouTube is that they've changed the algorithm for it starts Monday. So basically, all you have to do now, normally you'd have to watch a video and at least watch it for about 10 seconds to get an engaged view. And it's called a qualified view. Well, they're changing it now to be a lot like shorts. So basically, if you click on my video and then instantly click off the video, that still counts as a view. So you're going to see my view count go through the roof because, you know, people who don't want to watch me look at me and go, oh, God, no, I can't watch that, man, and come off. It still counts as a view for my channel, which it wouldn't before. They're trying to streamline the whole network. So shorts, long form videos, live streams, that sort of thing. With shorts, when you're swiping through, each time you swipe, that's a view on the video, even if you didn't watch it. So it's a YouTube thing. That's what's going in there. Oh, there we go. There's Adams. Wayne, crikey, you're going to be working on the Super soon or the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Well, chances are, Adam, it's going to be one of them tomorrow. I don't know what, though, because I haven't built it. So the video might be a little bit delayed tomorrow as well, depending on how long it takes. I had fun with the U-boat today, though. And the U-boat I did today as well. All with the spiders and stuff like that. So, because I don't have any videos in the bag at the moment, apart from the one that I can't show. Typical. Let's just have a look at this. Let's have an interlude before we read chats. So this Blockbuster game here, it asks you things like this. This is going to get the engagement through the roof. So I'm going to shuffle these cards. And it's basically not question cards. It's sort of like challenge. It's a challenge. So this one is, can you name, let's pick something a bit more interesting. Movies with talking animals. Go. Dr. Dolittle. Ace Ventura didn't have talking animals. Dr. Dolittle, talking animals. Go on. Can you name any of the Disney films? Fox and the Hound and all that? I don't think that's allowed, is it? That's not allowed, surely. Let's pick another random one. Some of these are crazy. I don't know how to play this game, but I just think it's like, look, same thing. Movies set in the jungle. Predator. And then these ones are movie cards where you have to try and get someone to guess the film by giving one word, but not part of the film, if you like. So if I was to say, let's try this one. Nuns. Would you be able to get it from Nuns? Mrs. Welder Wayne, I'm looking at you. Nuns. Singing nuns. There you go. Singing nuns. What do you reckon that one is? Let me keep that there. I'll tell you later. I think we're going to play that at Christmas. Going to have some fun with that one. Sounds like a lot of people are getting worms mixed out tonight. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got that joke. Where are we? I'm well behind on chat already. Okay, did you get the 4K Blade Runner? No, I didn't. You know what? When I went to get, because I was going to make Lou proud and I was going to buy it, and I went into CEX to get my budget, my budget 4K Blu-rays. It was £45 for a second-hand Blade Runner. Not a chance. Not a chance. No. Todd, I'm glad you're in here. Just so you know, we will have an Airwolf update at the moment, but if you're watching, and I've got a funny feeling you do, Andrew Probert, who I interviewed on the One-to-One show of Agora Models, he's been in regular touch with me. And he's actually been texting me, giving me details about Airwolf, which I really appreciate. So, Andrew, if you are watching this, thank you so much. So much so that, God, I can't even, can I make that picture bigger? It's not letting me make the picture bigger. Oh, there you go. He's been sending me pictures like this of the internals of the Airwolf helicopter. He's been sending me pictures like this, which I think is absolutely brilliant. It's really good that he's helping us out. And I'm just still completely blown away that, Andrew Proper from Star Trek and Street Hawk and Airwolf and Battlestar Galactica is actually texting me. But Andrew, if you are watching, I really, really appreciate that. These have been a really big help. So thank you for that. Did I ever see the Adam Savage video of an unpickable lock? No, I haven't. A crowbar that could break a lock. Okay, it's great. Feels like it's home. It's 52 degrees south and London's 50. Yes, we are cold here now. Well, not cold. It's actually quite muggy, but it has been raining the last 2 days. So I was going to say that my dead garden is now coming back to life, but I never let my garden die. I am, I make sure my garden stayed okay through this period. The beeps are back. I deliberately, Steve, put the beeps in to play with you. They are back. I've made sure to keep them in. I also put Todd's jingle back in because for some reason it reverted back to an old sort of card that I have. So I put that back in, the Let's Get Cracking jingle. I don't know what changed that. Hi, John. Hey, how's it going? You had a feeling there's something too, but you wasn't sure. It looks like Perry Mason as judge, yeah. William Shatner doing the door sound. Shh, shh. That was funny. They had some good gags. It had the boy for Poltergeist too. Scraps. I wonder if slapstick movies will make a comeback. I don't know. I don't think they'll do very well. I think it was a moment of his time. I mean, look at the new Naked Gun film with Liam Neeson. That was can I say dreadful? I think that's the word I'm looking for. There you go, look, Lou. Do you know what it's like to laugh and laugh and laugh? The book to go see old people and try out a fast tarot next April. All right. Well, I'm going to an exotic place, Chris Hurst. I because the people that I don't want to know where I'm going, I probably aren't going to watch this stream. I am going to tell you I'll tell you a place where I'm going, and that'll give it away where I'm going. So, but I'm going to Tatooine. Seriously, I'm going to Tatooine. So I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, February to March, I'm off to Tatooine. Is it possible that it is not Airplanes 2? No, it's definitely Airplane 2. It's definitely. Could you kids, you have caught the impression of Deathstroke? Look, it's going to be on all day now. We're just going to get airplane quotes. See, look, I'm sorry, I'm a psychologist. I don't do impressions. There was a desire for a third movie, but the writers of Airplane 2 didn't capture the magic of the first one. I liked Airplane 2, though. I thought it's got its own place, definitely. Definitely. But I think you do get to the point where it's exhausted. Look at the epic movies. They did the epic movie and they did scary movie and all that. They've all run their time now. I don't think slapstick it was a moment of its time, I think. Hello, everyone I love that word. Hello, everyone from southern Saskatchewan, Canada. Oh, Saskatchewan. Oh, that's almost as good as Massachusetts. Only a couple of fairly recent laugh out loud movies come to mind: The Wedding Crashers and The Hangover. Oh, hang on a second. On the 18th, oh God, I've got more dates. Sorry, I'm sorry about this. I've got more dates. So, live streams. As a result, there's going to be no members live stream on this Sunday. Oh God, wait a minute. I'll be here the following Sunday. There's no members live stream this Sunday because I'm in Essex, family barbecue. But there will be the following Sunday when I'm at the Falava Retro. I should be back then. And there's also another one. Mrs. Wayne, help me. Someone just mentioned something about Wedding Crashers and Hangover. Wait, let me chat. No, someone mentioned about where it just flagged up that I'm not here. I'll put it on social media, but I'm not here for the members stream this Sunday. I'm in Essex. Unless I stream from the car and Mrs. World or Wayne drives home, that could be interesting. Hello, Jamesy boy, how's it going? But members, don't feel left out. If I can release the video that I wanted to release, I'll put it on the member stream first as early access. Wayne is playing with himself and got sticky. What's going on with this stream? No, let's not even talk about that Will's Workshop. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I don't know what I'm saying. It just my mind just goes there. It just goes there. Any Airwolf news, Wayne? Well, hopefully I've just filled you in. I've got nothing at the moment because we're still in the development phase. But what I'm hopefully sharing with you is that we're getting sort of like, you know, from the horse's mouth info to ensure it's the best model we can possibly make. I mean, nothing's been. I mean, I think we said 116 scale, but there's even now been talk of 112 scale. Can you imagine that? A 112 scale Airwolf. Todd, how big was a 112 scale Airwolf? Wasn't that like 6 foot or something stupid, 5 foot long? Three, I don't know. A 112 scale Airwolf would be very big. You're sitting in the pub, Nexus models. Is it like pub quiz night? Oh, bless. You've been working on a new build this week. Ah, okay. Cool. Oh, you're doing the quiz tonight there? Ah, I thought it would be pub quiz night. There you go. Lord of the Rings fan. Yeah, no, I see. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I've got the Lich King. I love the Lich King, and look, I'm limited for space here. Look, I've come to the conclusion there is going to be a move around. I was meant to talk about this as well. So the Esprit is going to go down to the workshop because I'm going to have a James Bond wall down there, and I'm going to have all my James Bond cars on it. The Ecto one is coming back up here, and that's going to go there. The Batmobile, hopefully, somehow, I'm going to try and get that to go there. Which means I've got a redundant model, which I'm probably going to sell, or I don't know what I'm going to do with it, which is the movie version of Optimus Prime. I've got no room for that now. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But that's that one. But yeah, there's going to be a move around and I'm painting the workshop and stuff like that as well. Darth Vader, sorry, ET spaceship's going to go over here. So Darth Vader's going to be going over here. And I'm going to try and bring R2 back over here with C-3PO. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, closer to getting it built. Well, it wouldn't be getting built. It's still in the computer phase. Most of these things are in the computer phase, Mark, right up until like the last minute, because the first prototype is on a CAD design. The second prototype would be like just a 3D printed model, if you like. And then you've seen sort of like the God, Wayne, why do you say these words? Strategy. You've seen the strategy with the Ford Explorer, how that the development with that. So, and even up to the point where it's almost going to be released, because I think that comes out in October, they can still make changes up until that time. Very interesting though, but actually getting to see the process. You know, when you're getting old, when you take so many tablets in the morning and you jump up and down, and you sound like the tube of Smarties. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 62% saying yes. I'm going to end the poll now. 38% saying no. Okay, well, I'll speak to the guys and see what we want to do. Hope we may announce it just before the event, but I'm not making that decision. It's this is like the knights who say nee. We're gonna the three-headed knight. Sorry, the three-headed knight. We're gonna discuss it with ourselves. Say it how Wayne would. I've been putting all the electrics in a brand new narrowboat. It was only welded together 2 weeks ago. Oh my God. You had a date with a fish, Mark's Mods. Oh, bless you. How's it going? Mark's Mods. Why did I want to speak to you? I have something for you. Oh, yeah. Mark's Mods, listen, I've decided that I'm not going to take my Nissan Skyline apart. So I've got some Mike Lane carpets for that Skyline, and I know you're building it. So if you want it, you're welcome to it. Just email me your address, wayne@worldofwayne.com, and I will get that sent out to you if you want that. Pronounced Tia Carrere. Pronounced Tia Carrere. Is that right? See, I knew her from Wayne's World, but then but you know, Mrs. World of Wayne loves the Relic Hunter series. So, but yeah, Wayne's World's always for me. Ask Roger Bart if he's touring the UK for Back to the Future musical. Would be good to see him as Doc again. Oh yeah, no, definitely. I think he might be actually Will's Workshop. I think I read that somewhere that he is. Oh my God, Lindsay Wagner. Yeah, no, definitely. Do I see Hair Flack? Yes, you do. They've got the some of the hello cast there. Lost. Yep. Germany released a Porsche 917 1.8 scale by Agora from today. 1.8 scale by Agora? What? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, sorry. God, I got confused. I thought 917. I'm looking at a Porsche. I'm like, I kept thinking that was 911. It's the rum. It's the rum. Okay, I thought maybe you're doing Hurley's Volkswagen van from Lost. That'd be cool. The reel is the best part to see who has the most random parts. Well, the thing is, Chris, we're all working on exactly the same model, and it's hard to explain that. We haven't got 3 of the same model, and we're all doing our own thing. We've got one model, and all 3 of us are working on that one model, if that makes sense. So we're all going to do different bits. Like Lou might do the head, and I might do the feet, and Phil might do the legs, although it might not be a figurine. See, I might be throwing you complete red herrings. You're so excited for the end of Oak Street. Love Dinosaurs and Dragons. It's a great film, but I'm telling you, it was a lot more gory than I thought it would be. Wait, the girl is in your garden. I need to visit. Yeah. You're going to be at Telford. Telford's going to be a laugh this year. Looking forward to Telford. Wow. You know what? I think I'm getting just to the end of chat, and then suddenly it just springs up on me. Idea of when you will continue with Power Rangers and Batman. Well, Batman, I'm waiting for the next pack to come, but Power Rangers was a consideration for either tomorrow, but definitely next week. Should do the quiz on a Sunday. I was thinking probably Sunday would be the best one, because then I'm not interfering with. Yeah, that's not fair. Yes, won the poll. Yeah, but I don't want to interfere with rule stream. You see, so. Secret. It is a secret, but I was keeping it kind of secret. No, people in the know is not going to watch this stream. The only person that doesn't need to know is not going to be watching this stream, is what I mean. But people are going to guess it anyway. When is the Telford event again? That is the, oh God, you've tried me now, haven't you? Someone's probably wrote it in chat. This is why I wrote this stuff down. Telford is the 7th to the 8th of November. It's always on Remembrance Sunday. So whenever Remembrance Sunday is, that's when the Scale Model World Show is going to be on. I was away for my birthday. June is away this month in Kenya. Wow. That's where my brother was almost born. My parents lived in Kenya for a while because my dad was posted out there when he was in the RAF. Phil looks like a tall dude. He certainly is. Super is up on my channel tomorrow. Have you guys see? I've got the bodywork delivered, Will, but I haven't opened it. And I saw the thing about the steering wheel that they provided parts, which something about issue 46. It was completely over my head. I don't know what that was all about. Did you find Dave Jr.? Yeah, I didn't find him, but I saw the stream. I saw the video and I saw him scuttling around. I am finding those little spiders, which worry me because I haven't seen Dave since. So perhaps Dave's, perhaps Dave's passed the Rainbow Bridge. Dave's passed the Rainbow Bridge, and in the spawn of Dave, God knows how many are in there, is taking over. We'll have to see. Oh, Matthias, thank you so much. You've just gifted memberships. Everyone here, thank Matthias. Before he goes to Japan, Jamie Paul, Dennis, I can't read the letters. Kitakas 225. You do this just so I can. You do this so I can try and pronounce these names. Domi TK92, Stormnut 5028, Wayne Brickles. If you're watching, just so you know, I haven't misspelt your name on the card. Because what I do now is because of everyone adding members, it completely makes my card crash. So I've managed to create a macro which is working, and it pulls the names directly from YouTube and Patreon and puts them onto the card. The trouble is that if your name's spelt wrong on Patreon, which I think it is, Wayne, that's why it's spelt wrong in the thing. I can't change it. Why would say they can't watch you, Wayne? They can't watch it. They don't watch me because it's a family member who doesn't watch. I don't. They don't even own a computer, so they can't watch me. They don't have a computer. But you know me, Mrs. Wayne just wants to be careful that I don't share a secret coming out because it's going to be sort of like a surprise thing. That's why they can't know. It's nothing serious. It's a surprise for someone. But yeah, I'm going to Tatooine, which is going to be wicked. Yes, exactly. Views don't say yeah. So basically, what this change means, views don't mean a thing. It's all about watch hours and engaged content. If you want to get monetized by YouTube, what it does mean is starting from next year, you need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. But before you needed 4,000 watch hours, now you need 8,000 watch hours. So view count doesn't mean a thing. But Mark is absolutely right there. Mark, blinding job by the way of the outer rim for the steering mechanism for the Orca. That looked absolutely amazing. Yes, I do follow you big time. So... Hello, Jim. How's it going? Just as long as I finished the build last week, that came out next time. We release it at some point in time. Yeah, I need to get ahead. I need to get ahead, but I have been really busy. This week it's actually slowed down a bit, but I'm at an event next week. So I'm away Friday, so I'm going to need to get a video for that. And I'm away Saturday as well. I'm back on the Sunday for an event. As long as the video is later than 6 bleeding AM. Yeah, the live stream will be. I'm sorry. I had to change it because Mrs. Wayne wanted to go see a film. So, you see, the thing is, Lou, we have something here called Meerkat Movies, right? Meerkat Movies. I don't know if you get this in America, but basically, we've got a website called comparethemarket.com, and their advert is comparethemeerkat.com. This is how they promoted it. So they created this thing called Meerkat Movies, where on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we get 2-for-1 tickets at the cinema. So if we want to watch a film, we try and leave it for a Tuesday and Wednesday, so I can go onto my Meerkat Movie app, which, let me just show you to prove that I'm not lying to you. This is all my apps here, but you can see the little meerkat there. We can go to the Meerkat Movie app and we can get 2-for-1 tickets for the cinema. Hence why it was a Tuesday. Look, Dr. Doolittle, you know, saying, did naming your spider help with your phobia aim? No, not at all. You'd be surprised what I've done to try and combat my phobia, Milan. Once I bought a massive, real-looking spider and I stuck it to the wall and I just kept it there for months. Didn't help. Freaked me out most of the time. Planet of the Apes. Does Guardians of the Galaxy count as animals talking? I guess so. Dragonheart. Is dragons animals? I don't know. Mr. Ed, yeah. Wind in the Willows, like everyone's naming it now. You can't name Disney. I think there must be rules on that. Jungle Book, yep. Robin Hood, yep. Jumanji, yep. Predator, fun of that. You guys will be well easy at this. Like some of these things are like, look, movies beginning with a B. Movies with robots. Movies that take place in space. God, Lou, can you imagine that one? And this one, movies with aliens. God, that's crazy. Did anyone get the other one? Singing Nuns. That was that's this one here. Look, Sound of Music. George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle. Sister Act. No, it wasn't that one. You're all wrong. You're all wrong. It was Singing Nuns. Well, it's one singing nun, I guess. It was. I said nuns, didn't I? Oops. Wait there. It's not. She's not the only nun that sang in that film. Singing Nuns. I was right. It wasn't Sister Act. Did anyone get Sound of Music? Oh my God. Perhaps I should have had that as the movie quiz. How far behind is the video on YouTube from chat? Well, according to this, it's because I can see on the live stream here, I've got like a thing. I think I'm like 45 seconds behind. But the chat, unfortunately, because I'm reading it out, I have to keep scrolling back because I'll miss it otherwise. You are here. There you are. See? I'm answering questions from ages ago. I feel like there should be a YouTube handicapped on the trivia content. Yes. What do you mean a handicap? So that people that are in a different time zone get a chance to answer it. I don't know how that will work, Lou. That's too technical for me. You got the second colour paid later. Yeah, I mean, it's even gone as far, just so you know, Todd has been taking the colours that he believes Airwolf should be And he's been, what have you been painting on? Is that actual metal you've been painting on, or is it acrylic? And showing me what they actually look like for ideas of what the best paint scheme is for it. Believe me, out of all the Airwolf models that you're probably going to see in the next few years, this one's going to be the one that's probably had the most work and study and research done on it. There was no talking animal in Night at the Museum trilogy, right? No, the monkey didn't talk. So no, it squealed, I guess. You got something new coming to the channel soon, hopefully in the next week or two, and it's not a part work. Ooh, I'm intrigued. My garden is the whole of Britain's countryside. Yeah, definitely. Did they still they got that thing though that you can't moor for more than 2 weeks? Is that right? Before you have to move on, unless you're in a what do they call it, a marina? I guess. I don't know the rules of the canals, but they've been, because we had drought. The canals have been shutting down, haven't they? They haven't got enough water in them. I haven't dropped any frames, Scott, so probably not. Space Crew 2 would be awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Temps here near Charleston have been running in the hundreds plus. I just found out, obviously, Agora's just returned back from the IPMS Nationals in America in Fort Wayne, that the next year's one is going to be in Huntsville, Tennessee, which could be interesting. And I understand, I think the one after that is in a place right next to the Texas border in Louisiana called something. I don't know the name. It begins with S. I might have to get to one of these American IPMS nationals. There you go, Todd. There you go. There you go. Hi, Marcus. How's it going? Chronicles of Narnia, Talking Line and a Hobbit. What? Jaws 3 People Still was an actual Jaws 3 script for an airplane style parody. Yeah, I would have paid good money to see that, definitely. My phone keeps calling me Shirley, then I realise I left it in airplane mode. Oh, God, here we go. Don't drink any strange blue milk. Well, I mean, I didn't realise that it wasn't just Star Wars that was filmed there. It was also Raiders. Raiders of the Lost Ark was filmed there as well. I don't know why. I don't know why I've lost audio. I'm still talking and my green bar's still bing, bing, bing. So we're cool. Just short of 4 foot long with a rotor of 121 centimetres. Oh, my God. I mean, it would look awesome. Can you imagine an Airwolf there? I wouldn't be able to walk back there, though. I'd bang my head. That's at 1/12 scale. Regarding Vanhome, how do they decide which models end up as full kits to buy? I've got absolutely no idea how that works. I'm kind of guessing that they have a wish list of models they'd like to see, or they go around some of these licensing events and see what models are either out there that could be a thing. Because some of these companies, Todd, get me, I might be wrong here, but I'm sure some of these companies in China already have sort of like the patents for the thing. They just need the firms to get the license for it, kind of thing. That makes sense. I don't know how it works. It'd be good to get someone in who can actually explain how that part works. Not so much the licensing, but how you get from an idea to the finished model. Now, you are seeing that in real time with the Agora Models Airwolf. Seriously, everything we know about Airwolf is what everyone knows about Airwolf at the moment. So they're being completely open with that. So you'll be able to see the process from that, I guess. But I'm still learning. I'm still captivated by that. Obviously, we've already spoken to the people at the factory that are making it, and that was insight in itself. Todd will tell you, it's eye-opening. It's eye-opening. I worked out the heli from The Spy Who Loved Me would be something like 1.7 meters long just for the body and tail if I did it at 1/8 scale. What, you're going to add that to the diorama? Will. That exactly what Todd said. That's the problem with a 1/16 scale that everyone wanted, or thing is that not many things match it. But 1/12 scale, obviously, 1/12 is a foot, and everything was measured in feet. So 1/12 scale would make more sense. And obviously, before the decimal system came in the UK, everyone was still using the 12, the factor of 12 to count things. Just like the Americans still using the 12 inches as a foot sort of thing. 1/8 scale, Airwolf would be almost 2 meters long. I tried the links to Adrian. It's called Breadcrumbs. The birds are all over me. What are you like? If dentists make their money from people with bad teeth, then why should I trust a toothpaste that 9 out of 10 tests recommend? Oh, don't say that. Chris might have something to say about that. You're having a hard time with the wiring in the Nissan Skyline. I even got some extenders and everything. It's really frustrating. With the extenders, make things a lot easier. But I would, if I could do the Skyline again, I would either change the noodle lights at the back and just get some better ones, higher quality, or solder them so they don't break. And also, when I put the plugs in the extension cables, get yourself some insulating tape and wrap it round there. Now, Mike does provide tape for that. I think you need a lot and really compact that down, because all it takes is one of those cables just to slip slightly out. And as you saw, 2 of my neons don't work. So the only way I'm fixing that is to take the thing apart. And I don't want to do that. I mean, look, since I've built it, it's been down there and I haven't had it on. So I don't know. The work I'm doing on the brand new narrowboat was earned off the back of showing my boat at the Quick Boat Show earlier this year. I really need to get that. I've seen YouTube footage of that Quick Boat Show. That looks pretty cool. Definitely want to go and see the Quick Boat Show. Hi Wayne, hope everything is great, my friend, and hello to everyone in chat. Hi Sharks Hobby Bench, all good here. In Rules Workshop fashion, I've got 3 models to take apart and update. All my presents to Gen 2 Spec Plus Index 8 head system. Oh my God. That's crazy. Well, Jonathan Haynes, if you're watching, I've got the last parts of Supergirl to print, but the VATs have been out of order. I can't use the VAT tray in my Elegoo Saturn IV Ultra here because the parts that need clearing, the parts that need printing are clear, and I never ever mix clear with coloured resin. It's just a pain to get it cleaned out. So that's why I've been waiting for another VAT to come. I did have a VAT with clear in it, but since I then put grey in it, I can't go back. You can go one way, not the other. Tia was in True Lies. Yes, she was. I remember that. Oh, my God. June's working on Kenya doing the photography for a National Geographic report on the effectiveness of anti-poaching measures after a 10-year period. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, she was the little girl, Elijah Dushku, wasn't she? Just like the if you watch the film Virtuosity with Denzel Washington, the little girl in that is Penny from Big Bang Theory. And I am still enjoying that Stuart Faust to Save the Universe. I think that's a great show. Oh, I'm enjoying Reacher as well now. I didn't realise a new series of Reachers on Amazon. It's a surprisingly nice looking Blu-ray, but gets complaints if you freeze certain scenes. Who does, though? Pixel counting. Oh, bless. What did I watch? I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. I had that on 4K. That was cool. Me and Mrs. Wayne watched Thor Ragnarok last night. You just pulled apart the GK2 today to replace a busted screen and give it a general clean. Oh, my God, a busted screen? That's not good. At least the screen, if you're replacing the Screen Rules Workshop, then... You're talking about the monochrome screen, the lights up. The one that they gave me was upside down or mirrored. So the new one shouldn't be like that. They did say that was an error in manufacturing. You do like the steel plates you get with the dark build. They're cool, but they're very thin. If you watch my video, Jeff, they did bend at the bottom, but luckily the skirt hides that. You don't see that bend. You're late to the party. Yeah, you can watch us on demand. We still got 15 minutes. Blade Runner 4K picture and sound with proper sound system is unreal. Well, you know what? I mean, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 4K, and the picture quality is great, but it's not like, you know, what you can normally see in 4K. To be honest with you, I don't see much of a difference between 1080p and 4K unless I'm watching some sort of HDR, like, you know, your Planet Earth or your National Geographic sort of stuff. I get it for the sound. Now I've got this whopping new sound system. You remember I borrowed a makeup brush from Mrs. Rhoda Wayne at least 3 years ago? Did you? No, I never did. As a matter of fact, I've got 2 now, so I've stolen 2. She don't know where they've gone. I just keep quiet. Oh, crap, she's watching the stream. Okay, we're going to be having a discussion after this stream now. Please don't drink one while you're on a stream, because you make mistakes like that. She never goes in the workshop, so when she does, she'll see all of the stuff that I've pinched from her. Movies, robots, Transformers, Star Trek, the motion picture, Star Wars. We can go on. We can go on forever with some of those. It seems like a fun game, though, I have to say. Movies with aliens. Yeah, that's a tough one. I hope you don't mean Wind in the Willows. It was by Kenneth Graham. Ah. After watching your first build, the first automobile, and I thought I'd have a go, I completed it in a couple of days, but made the mistake of leaving out the spacer on the top of the flywheel. So I'm fixing it. The printer's decided it's printing. This normally means either Mrs. Weldawayne's bought something or Mrs. Weldawayne sold something. It looks like she's oh no. Will, your Red Bull is going to be on the way. She's just printed out a postage label for the next box of the Red Bull. Bless. Yeah, that first automobile, brilliant model, but you do have to take off the tightness of the belt. Obviously, when you move the wheels on it, they go round all the time unless that belt's looser. Mother Superior sings, yeah, how to solve a problem like Maria. Yeah, there you go. If you've seen Simon's Cat with a vacuum cleaner, you would laugh. It's a piece of aluminum. I suddenly went into American mode. It's a piece of aluminum, just like the helicopter. It's primed and spray gun. Or it's a piece of aluminium. Lots of so-called Disney films aren't really just because they bought the rights. Yeah, no, definitely. That's like, what's it, Kimba the Lion, which is just the Lion King, apparently. I suppose that the Black on Airwolf doesn't have an official CMYK breakdown or a specific vehicle paint number. It probably did back in the day. But there you go. Todd's got all the paint numbers for you. There weren't any talking animals in Jumanji. No, there wasn't. You're right. In any version of Jumanji, there wasn't. Rock versions or Robin Williams versions. The mooring time restrictions have been lifted at the moment to save water. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, but Jumanji happened in the jungle, which was the next question. Talking animals, never-ending story. I'm trying to think what talked in there wasn't any talking animals in there. Oh, Falcor? Falcor wasn't really he was a luck dragon, wasn't he? Rockbiter, he was an animal. The Snow didn't talk. Batman being filmed in Glasgow. Yeah, well, the Spider-Man was filmed in Glasgow as well, wasn't it? And also Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny. Glasgow's sort of like the tax haven for filming at the moment. I think the primer they used is more important than the metal under. Ah, okay. That's interesting. There have been too many Mustang part works. They need to pick some new cars. I think, yeah, I'd like to see some new cars, and hopefully we're going to have some new ones coming out soon. Hopefully. The Rats of Nim. Is that like The Secret of Nim? The Witches, Watership Down. These are cartoons, some of them. I was trying to explain to Mrs. Weldawayne the film The Plague Dogs. Have you ever seen that? And the childhood trauma that gave us? I was like that with Watership Down. That's what brought that up. That was a traumatic film as well. And Tarka the Otter. Have anyone seen Tarka the Otter? Traumatic. See, look, a few Batman films have been filmed in Scotland. I had more parts to send to you. We'll try and get them out to you tomorrow. And Mark's Mods will try and get your carpets posted out too. Oh, there we go. Cool. That's good news then. Is that why the printer's frantically printing down here? Going on 9 months, still waiting for the last stage of ET. I heard, right, I don't know if this is true, someone was waiting 2 years for a part for R2-D2. Is that right? That can't be right. That's crazy. Love to see a new Batman movie. Wouldn't it be funny if it were like the 1966 version? Can you imagine? That would be like, I don't know though. I think the first time I saw Austin Powers, I was like, that would have been 1997, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. I thought, this is awful. And then I loved the film. Bit dated now. I've taken my Skyline apart so many times, I can place those lights in about 10 minutes now, worldwide. No, it's done. It's a testament. Someone said it's a proper boy racer car now because half the things don't work on it. Huntsville, there we go. Shreveport, whatever Robert says. Hi, Robert, how's it going? I knew about the Huntsville one. I couldn't pronounce that one. Shreveport, Louisiana. I get to have my Louisiana chicken if I go to that one. Only 1 in 10 patients actually uses toothpaste. No way. Just think, if everybody brushed their teeth 3 times a day and didn't eat sugar from 3 years old, dentists would have their work to do. Go figure. 1 in 10. Wait a minute, Chris. Wow. You're telling me people go to the dentist without brushing their teeth with toothpaste? They're just, what are they using? Charcoal or nothing? Surely you didn't get people come to the dentist who haven't even made the effort to brush their teeth. I couldn't even fathom that, Chris. Oh my God. That's crazy if that's true. I've just formed a new band and we called it Bubble Wrap. We only do pop. Yeah, Stuart Faust to Save the Universe is a brilliant show. I absolutely love it. Penny? Penny? No, the Quick Boat Show's just down the road from me. So I should do that next year. I'll have to put it on the list. Has anyone seen Star Wars Episode 1 with THX Light and Sound? No. I'm playing the free PS5 update for Mafia. It got me rewatching Boardwalk Empire. Fantastic series. I watched the first series of Boardwalk Empire. I never watched it after that. Yeah, I'm in trouble. When am I not in trouble after these streams? Yeah, it's now printed in the correct orientation. I had to redesign the printer rather than just swap the screen as the LCD was fused to the base with resin. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you finally got your Vulcan parts, Jason. Oh my God. That's good news. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that's what I was. You know what? Funny enough, David, I was expecting her to make a psyche comment and print it out here like a fax machine coming out with, "You're fired. I'm fired. Simba." Yeah. Simba is obviously the name of the lion, but Kimba is the name of the thing that. No, I'll get sued. Is the name of something that was very similar to the Lion King story that was created before the Lion King. It was Kimba the White Lion or something. It was called Kimba. Can we consider Transformers as a movie with talking animals? Dinobots. Transparent aluminium is sapphire, so Scotty was right. Wow, it's cool build apart from all the glue ingredient. Yes. Did you, Julianne, will no longer endorse cheap lipstick? She said the Supercolour fragile lipstick gives me halitosis. Oh, Mark. The Wolf Tour. Oh, yeah. Well, that was the Mork. That was it. So I knew I'd get there and then. Gamork. Did Gamork talk? Or was that his? Well, I suppose Mauler definitely talked. Mauler the turtle thing. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. Well, you can have their ending story. Something's printing again. If Disney was allowed, you could get both questions of jungle and talking animals with rescuers. Where am I? This keeps flashing. I think I'm doing so well, and then it just clicks back again. Yes, Hocus Pocus has Binks, the talking cat. You've got to love my movie knowledge. I do know a little bit about most things for the movies. Does the Incredible Mr. Olympic count as talking animal? I've actually never seen that. So there's me, my movie knowledge. I haven't seen that one. Bobo didn't talk. Boobo. He just made stupid whirring noises. Yeah, Mauler, the giant tortoise. You're absolutely right. We had, yes, When the Wind Blows. Do you remember that? The cartoon about the old people that are surviving a nuclear blast. And it doesn't end well. It doesn't end well for that either. Childhood trauma. But you know what? It made us the people we are today. We're hard. We got a hard skin now. Was it 1989? Bruce Willis was Batman. It was filmed in Scotland. What? Bruce Willis did Hudson Hawk around about then. Do you remember Hudson Hawk? We had the prop for Hudson Hawk, which was like the hang glider up in the garden centre in Spalding. I don't know if you remember that, Ed Hughes. Do you remember Spalding used to have the prop for Hudson Hawk? I think they sold it. There you go, Mork. And More of the Ancient One Turtle. Ah, you see? And that was Germany. I bet Germans still really love the old Never-Ending Story, don't they? That was Michael End, wasn't it, the writer of that? Do you need to trash the left side, the side not visible of the skyline for more authentic base look? Yeah, probably. and then I get a Matt Armstrong to fix it. I'm addicted to Matt Armstrong's channel. Brilliant channel. Goonies is brilliant. That's Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's one of her favourite movies. There are 64 million people in the UK, and annually shops sell only 3 million toothbrushes. It should be 200 million toothbrushes. Wow. There you go, Kimber the White Lion. See, I was right. Thank you, Matthias. I was right. I remember Daktari with Clarence. I remember Clarence the Lion. I was talking to Mrs. Rhoda Wayne about that actually for last week. Funny enough. I forgot the name of it. Daktari. Absolutely right. Daktari. That's a brilliant show. But for my age, I can't remember where I watched it. It wasn't available in Australia because back then we were watching Flipper and Skippy the Bush Kangaroo. So why I know Clarence the Cross-Eyed Tiger, it must have been on reruns in the UK. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a fun stream. I've still got a little bit of rum to drink, so I'm going to drink that after the stream. Tomorrow, the video will be late on the channel because regardless of whether I'm doing the Megazord or the Toyota Supra, there's a lot to do in each one. So I'll have the build done quite early, but it's how long it takes to edit and upload. So that video will be out soon. And hopefully, remember, there's no members live stream on Sunday, but hopefully the video that I did have planned for tomorrow will be out next week. But thank you for joining me, people. And I will see you next week when I'm joined by Russell. And that's going to be an absolutely fun stream. Take care.